Hey guys, this is Gerry O for Kids First, and today we're at the special screening for the Philippine indie film called First Sem. And you can see the poster behind us, and on top of that, we're with the creators of the film. We are with.
I'm Dexter. I'm one of the filmmakers.
I'm Allan Ibanez, one of the filmmakers.
And I am Gerry Paglinawanby. I am the producer of the film.
So I saw the film and I absolutely loved it. I thought that it was fantastic quality, and I really loved the story, to be specific. I thought it was so heartwarming and it felt so personal. So I want to know, where did you guys get the story from?
It's a story of our close friends, relatives who planning to go to college, but they cannot be separated and they cannot stay away from their family, so they have to went home immediately. Yeah, it's a story of a lot of people we know back in Manila, Philippines.
Yeah, we wanted to tell a story that is really very realistic and people could relate to.
And the film is actually very rich in culture, and it talks about not only the relationship between the mother and the son, and the struggle of the mother to send the son back to school, but it's about the women and their power, especially in the family, how they are a very influential figure.
Yeah, I didn't know that much about Philippine culture, I have to say. And after I saw the film, I learned so much, and I just thought that was so nice and so interesting that you guys told the story, but taught so much about culture through it as well. So I'm sure that this concept and this kind of idea that the story presents of a kid going to college and then coming back because they were homesick and they were lonely, I'm sure this existed for a long time. So what made you want to tell it in a film?
Um, I think we haven't seen a concept like that in the Philippines, and we want to make a movie out of the experiences of a lot of youth experiencing separation anxiety, being away from the family. So we haven't seen a movie like that in a while. So we decided to do it, and we want to do something that's really very relatable to all the freshman students experiencing college life.
I think how the elements of comedy and drama in this movie uh, interrelated with each other, and how the film how the storytelling in the film went to an ending that gives sense to the comedy in the film. I think that's something that is really hard to do, and it's something that we want to present as well in the film.
Actually, the very reason why I was motivated to help them was that I saw that the concept was very unconventional. Because normally in the Philippine setting, what we would see is that the one who stops from schooling is, the student that's irresponsible into something and would be so stubborn and would refuse to. But this one, the main character in the story is an intelligent student. But because of his desire to be able to help the single mother, um, he he stopped for a while. That's it, and until of course he was motivated to go back to school.
That is very true, that it was kind of a little unexpected because he's a good kid, he's very smart, he was the golden child of the family, and he was the one who kind of drops out of college for a while and kind of just loses his whole chain of progress. I do think that is a very interesting point. So I always felt that it was very realistic, that the acting, the dialogue was very realistic. Did you take any of the exact events that happened from your guys' own lives, and can you give an example of something like that?
When it comes to the writing, I think although the story is based from the some of the people we know, but we really wrote it creatively, and we uh, the entire story is fictional, although it's based from the lives of the people we know.
And definitely the themes that are tackled in the film are very universal, like separation anxiety, missing your family, and the value of education and how a mother raises her children. So I think those are themes that are familiar and that is universal. So at the same time, that is what we're holding at as the creators of the film.
Yeah, that's true.
I like what you said about Universal because even though Philippines and United States are very, very different in society and culture, the concept still exists here. The idea of college kids feeling separation anxiety still exists, which I really love. Now, I have here a list of the festivals you guys won, and there's quite a lot. For example, just to name a few, you've won the Golden Remy Award at the World Fest Houston International Film Festival. You won Best Debut Feature at the All Rights India International Film Festival, and so many other international film festivals from Canada to another one in India to Texas. So, what do you think caused all the success? I guess my question is, what do you think makes the film so good?
I think what makes first semester I cannot say that, but I think what makes people appreciate first sem is that it's very real. It's very heartwarming. It's close to everyone's heart. It's very relatable, and there are a lot of lessons in life that we can learn from it.
I think it's really the raw and sincere emotions in the film. And also, I think when you go for the heart of the people and of the audience, they'll be able to relate to the film.
Yeah, like they said, the idea that parents would value education and would be sacrificing everything just to be able to send, the children to school is really very universal in nature that everyone is able to relate. Yeah, in everybody from all walks of life would be able to really get to identify with the story.
Very true. And you just mentioned there are many different life messages in it. So I guess my next question is, what would you like people to learn from the film, like a moral or a message?
I think that education is still very valuable, and that open communication between parents and children is very important. You have to open up your feelings. You have to be honest, and children must listen to their parents, but also in return parents must also listen to their children, because parent and children relationship must be a two-way process. Parents must not always dictate what their children should do, and also children, they must also learn to respect their parents.
Yeah, I think it's really about giving importance to the hard work and sacrifices of parents. And also, as children, we have to give back to our parents by being the best selves that we can.
Yeah, that's true. And there's so much that the film can say, like especially like I said just a while ago, that a woman can really be a figure, like in this basic unit of the society, that's the family, especially in that context where the children, were left with a single parent. So it's very empowering, I believe.
I absolutely love this film, and I think it's a fantastic film. Guys, thank you so much for talking to me about First Semester. I hope it wins a whole bunch of other awards. I really think that everybody should see this film. Guys, thank you very much.
Kids First is amazing!